Then that's when I decided that maybe I should be junior to Mr. M.A. Rane, who had organized that. So when I joined the bar, I did 2 years here in Bombay in the chambers of Mr. Rane. Very dedicated, very committed lawyer. That's when one learns how to work on a matter that serves you in longer run. I still recollect when I joined the bar, Mr. Arvind Sawant used to be the Advocate General in 1983. And so these are the days everybody was there. Justice Gokhale used to be part of the same table where my perhaps uncle used to sit. M.A. Rane used to be there. So this is how the journey began. Then I shifted to Supreme Court. I joined the chambers of Mr. Parekh for a while, about 9-10 months, and then landed in the chambers of Mr. Sorabji. I consider him to be my guru in every respect on the professional front. I was with Mr. Sorabji for 5 years, more than 5 years. And whatever I have done as a lawyer or as a judge, I owe it completely to Mr. Sorabji. I still recollect one of my earliest amicus assignment was by Justice Sujata Manohar. It was a matter in court number 4. Perhaps her ladyship was sitting with Justice Punchi that time, if I mistake not. And in a matter, she appointed me amicus, and some of the advocates who were present happened to be sort of disclosing as to what exactly happened in court. And after the order was dictated, she made it sure, she talked to the courtmaster and said, "Senior nahi, junior Lalit." Maybe the reason was this. My earliest appearances in Supreme Court, my name is Uday Lalit, so my father is Umesh Lalit, so therefore both their names begin with U. So I had done a matter and I felt that I had done exceedingly well as a junior. The judgment got reported, but it got reported under the name U.R. Lalit, my father. I went up to the courtmaster and said, "How could you actually change the appearance? I argued the matter." She said, "But we thought that you Lalit, so it must be a mistake from somebody, so they changed it to U.R. Lalit." So maybe in Hindu law they say that, a son owes to the father. So maybe I owed those appearances to my father. That's how the journey began. These are some of the highlights as a junior. Enjoyed my every appearance in Supreme Court. I loved my profession. I loved everything that gets connected with the Supreme Court. I have been associated with Supreme Court right from 1985. Before that also I went there. My first appearance in Supreme Court in a vacation was before Justice Y.V. Chandrachud. And it was ironic that I appeared before Justice Dhananjay Chandrachud as well in Mumbai High Court. And we are now colleagues in Supreme Court. Had the great fortune to appear before number of judges in number of high courts. Except for Jammu and Kashmir and Sikkim, I have appeared in every high court in the country, including some of the trial courts in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra, Chhattisgarh, Punjab, and Delhi, Mumbai. So it's a great journey. If I look back, I find many faces who are sitting here who were associated with my journey, who walked few steps with me. I did appear before most of the former judges who are sitting here. It was a wonderful experience. And I always consider Supreme Court to be something like mother institution to me. And this is what Justice Manish Pitale in Nagpur reminded me of that soon after my elevation as a judge, I said, I haven't sacrificed anything. I'm still part of the Supreme Court, but in a different capacity. Maybe I've served this institution as a lawyer. I did serve for a fairly long time, that is 85 to 2014, which means about, say, 29 years. After that, next association for 8 years has been as a judge. You love that institution, you stand for whatever that emblem signifies, emblem stands for, yato dharmas tato jayaha. Want to be part of that institution in every respect. And one such thing is to be part of the judicial side of that. So whenever the call came, I was always ready for that. And to tell you frankly, I said yes without consulting my wife.